So over here in the question, we are given an array called ARR and I need to perform operations on ARR that is satisfies the following condition. My first condition is the first element of ARR must be 1 and my second condition is the absolute difference between any two adjacent elements must be less than or equal to 1. Okay, for these two things to obtain, I can have two operations. I can either decrease the value of ARR or maybe rearrange. Okay, so I need to return the maximum value in the in the array ARR after performing all these operations. So over here I have got 2 2 1 2 1. So my step 1 would be to sort this array. Upon doing this, I received 1 1 triple 2. Okay, now in this case what I see, the difference of the absolute difference of any two elements, this would be 0, this is 1, this is 1 and this is sorry, this is 0 and this is 0. The absolute difference over here between two consecutive elements is always this is less than equal to 1, this is less than equal to 1, this is less than equal to 1. So this is true, so I need to return what is the maximum. So over here my maximum is 2, so I return 2. Let us assume some another example. So we have got 100, one second, let me refer back. So I've got 100 followed by 1 followed by 1000. So in this case I do my step 1, that is I sort it in the ascending order. So I've got 1 followed by 100 followed by 1000. Okay, so what I do, I start iterating. So I've got my I as 0 over here. So I check if my I is equal to 0. In that case what I will do, I will update my ARR of I as 1. Since this is the first condition, the value of the first element in ARR must be 1. So I need to meet this condition. Post that I go in. Now my I is I update my I. So now my I is 1. So what I see, if my ARR of, if the absolute of ARR of I and ARR of I minus 1, if this is greater than 1, in that case I will update ARR of I as ARR of I minus 1 plus 1. So over here what we can see, 100 minus 1, which is 99, which is greater than 1. In that case I will update my ARR of I as AR. So this will be ARR of 1, which is ARR of 0 plus 1. So this is 1 plus 1, which is updated as 2. So in this case this goes to 2. Now let me move my I to 3. Now my I is equal to 3. I check again. So this time it will be 1000 minus 2, which turns out to be 998, which is greater than 1. In that case I will update again. So my ARR of I, or maybe 2 I can say, will be ARR of 1 plus 1. So this will be 2 plus 1, which turns out to be 3. So over here 3 gets updated. Now I find the maximum. So over here my maximum would be 3 and I return that. So over here my first step would be to sort the given array ARR. Post that I create a mutable maxi, which is of type I32, which is initially set to minimum. Okay, now I iterate for I in 0 up till the length of the given ARR. So I check if my I is equal to 0, that is I'm at the first index. In that case I'll update my ARR as 1. Okay, else in all other cases I need to check if my ARR, the absolute of ARR minus ARR of I minus 1, the absolute of this. So let me put a bracket over here. The absolute of this is greater than 1. So if this is if this is true, in that case I need to update my ARR. So my ARR is equal to ARR of I is equal to ARR of I minus 1 plus 1. So after coming out over here, I need to update my maxi. So this will be maxi is equal to max of maxi and ARR of I. Okay. Post that, when I return, get out of this for loop, I return my maxi. Let me see what the error is. So I sort my ARR, then I create a mutable variable maxi, which is of type I32. It is set to minimum. Then I iterate for I in 0 to ARR.length. If my I is 0, in that case, okay, I need to put this ARR as mutable. Let me submit this again.